Hi everyone, it's Dr. Amani. So today we'll be talking about embryonic development. What do we mean by embryonic development? Embryonic development is a process by which egg fertilized, grow and develop into a fully formed embryo. So we'll start from day 0 to day 7, which is the first week of fertilization. For the first day, which is day 0, once the egg and the sperm meet, in which they meet at the ampulla of the fallopian tube. There are different parts of the fallopian tube. So the place where the meeting, the fertilization of that egg occur is the ampulla of the fallopian tube. Once they meet, the sperm will fuse with the egg, which is the ovum. When they fuse together, they form what we call zygote. This zygote, once it's formed, it then restore the diploid chromosomes. We female, we are naturally XX, while the male, they are XY. So anything the female does is bringing the X to fuse with whatever the male give, is either X chromosome or Y chromosome. If it's the X chromosome that fuse from the male to the natural X chromosome of the female, it become a female, which is XX. And if it is the X, the Y, sorry, if it's the Y that is from the male that fused with the natural X chromosome of a female, is become XY, which is the female chromosome. Once they fuse together, they form a 46 chromosome. And once this thing form once this thing form, which is called the zygote, it will then trigger a cell division. So that is what happened in day 0. So from here, from day 1 to day 3, this is what actually happened. The zygote will then divide into a mitotic division. It is called a mitotic division. Then the cells will divide, and this division of this cell dividing is called blastosome. Blastosome. So this size of this blastosome will not change, but there will be a continuous division of cells in it, and then it will not change in size because of something we call zona pellucida. So this it happens in between day 1 to day 2. So in day 3, it will form cells which is around 16 to 32, which is called morula. This is what the cell is called at this point, or this division, this cell division point, which is called morula. So by day 4 and day 5, the cells will start rolling down. It start moving, it start rolling down to go to the endometrial lining, and this morula fluid will find a way to enter it. It will become a fluid um form cell, and this name will change from morula to blastocyst. And this blastocyst contain of it is divided into parts. We have the trophoblast and the trophoblast. It's called the trophoblast, that is the fluid containing part, and the embryoblast, which is the embryo containing part. So this embryo containing part will be the one to form the fetus, that is the baby we know, and the trophoblast will be the one that will form the placenta. So once this happen, the blastocyst will hatch from that zona pellucida. You know that zona pellucida is the one that is not causing the cell to change in size. So once it hatch, once it's free itself from it, it then starts dividing more, so that the cell will continue its division, which is around day 5. Around day 6 and 7, the blastocyst will roll down to the endometrial lining. That is where the cells will, the baby will implant. So in this day, between this day 6 and 7, the blastocyst will, the trophoblast, which is the part of the blastocyst, the two segments that is in the blastocyst, will invade the endometrial lining to form the placenta, so that it will start feeding the baby later on in life. So this is the beginning of what we call implantation. So once this cell, which is the blastocyst, implants into the endometrial wall, this is what we call implantation. So that is the end of the week 1 embryonic development. Like, follow, share, comment. Bye.